It's quiet out tonight. About a year ago, I'd be in my apartment shooting venom, thinking it would eat up the husk of a life I had going. But that's all behind me. Right now, I've got a job to do, and all I have left of that life is a gun I know how to use too well. She gave me a place, but no name. Something about this broad strikes me as odd, but she says she needs a PI who doesn't ask too many questions. At least the ones she'd prefer stay unanswered. Got to quit one of these days. Well, I guess every man has got to have an addiction. I don't bother knocking. She's in there waiting. I push the door open like it was made of stone and I was made of straw. I feel vulnerable. Something inside me is telling me to turn around and make for the hills. I walk in, and she doesn't even look at me as she starts talking. I get the gist of it. Big rich husband picks up and just leaves one day. Hasn't been home for a while. Best bet is that he figured with the money he had, he didn't have to sit around with just one woman anymore. I ask some questions, but she says anything I'll ever want, need, or think of is in an envelope on the table. I take it. This whole thing is giving me a bad taste in my mouth, but I need the money and I'm already in too deep. I turn to leave, and she finally gives me the time of day.
And one more thing. I don't say this often, but I'm counting on you, so don't fuck this up.
She made the point clear. Doors open. I pop my head in to make sure I'm not standing in front of a gun when I get in. There isn't a living soul in here, and I'm willing to bet there hasn't been one for days. Place smells like a morgue. I cover my nose with my sleeve, but it doesn't do much to keep the stench out. 2 rounds in the chest, 1 in the head. Bastard didn't stand a chance. This looks like a mob hit if I've ever seen one. Cops? No, I don't believe it. People call the force in this city lazy, but even they wouldn't leave a gunshot out on the tomorrow side of the desk. The bitch set me up, and I think I might know why.
Took you longer than I'd hoped, Daniel. Kept me waiting.
I knew I recognized her name. I knew the skeletons in my closet would claw their way out of my past and come back to haunt me.
I'm no skeleton, Daniel, and the dead aren't the only ones who can haunt the living. I hooked you, Danny boy. I never imagined it would be this easy. What kind of moron walks into a bear trap looking down? The gun wasn't even loaded, you bastard.
What? Why would you?
Why, Daniel? Look around and tell me what you see. The old coot's dead, and I knew it all along. And if you didn't put that bullet in me a few seconds ago, then know damn well by tomorrow I'd be staring down the same barrel that killed my husband.
Why didn't you run? Why'd you want me to do it?
I got nowhere to run, and I knew you'd feel like I dropped a bag of bricks on you. And after what you did to this family, I'd have it no other way.
You think this will make me care about what I did to your family? You think this is supposed to?
If you don't mind, I haven't got much life left, and I'd rather not spend the last of it listening to you. Get out of my house. Your job here's done. Payments by the door. Hope you choke on it. He took it. I won't lie on my deathbed. I took a blind hand and went all in. But the junkie took the bait, and the house went bust. I gave him exactly what he wants, but the thing he hates the most. The bastard is out there right now, weighing his soul against a feather, and wondering which way the scale will tip. I'd bet my life on it, if I hadn't just lost it.
I guess every man has got to have an addiction.